Hi, it's Terry from Terry Gets It Together, and I wanted to share with you a little bit of an additional introduction to me. I wanted to share with you about my family today, and I'm calling this one We Are an American Family. For those of you who have seen the movie You've Got Mail, there's a scene in which Tom Hanks' character, Joe Fox, is explaining to Meg Ryan's character about the children that he has with him in her shop, and they're much younger, and she thinks that he's their dad. So he is not, and he explains that to them. It's kind of complicated and convoluted and funny. But go watch the movie, You've Got Mail. It's a really good movie, and you'll see the scene that I'm talking about. But basically, as he explains their relationship, it ends it ends with we are an American family. And that's kind of the way I feel about my family. There are what we call normal families. I don't know if they really exist anymore or not, but there's something that we consider the norm in the United States. And there's a lot of different normal, and I feel like my family fits into a little bit of a different normal. So I was married when I was 20 years old. My husband and I had lived in Germany. We were in high school. We were both military brats. We met in our senior year of high school. We did not date in high school, but we did eventually get married after high school. We were 20 when I got married. We were 25 when my son was born. And I was 28 when my daughter was born. So we were married for 20 years, almost. And then my mom got breast cancer. It was the very beginning stages. She was diagnosed with a lump, and she had a lumpectomy. The kids and I, it was summertime, and school was out, so the kids and I went to her home in Tennessee, and we took care of her after the surgery. Well, actually, we took care of the store, and she and my dad took care of her. But she had a store in Clarksville, and she needed somebody to watch that store. It was a small business. And so we were there, and while we were gone, my husband had a heart attack, and he passed away. My children were 15, or my son had just turned 15, and my daughter was 11, and we were all pretty devastated. We had been married just short of 20 years, and he was just about a little bit over a week, short of his 40th birthday. So my best friend was gone, and my children's father was gone. So I became a single mom, and a single mom is hard. As we all know, you all know a single mom. Some of you are a single mom, or you have been, or your mom was. It's a hard thing to raise children on your own, and I was raising a tween and a teen by myself. But I have a lot of confidence, sometimes too much confidence, and I knew I could do it. I knew that it would work. I knew that it would be okay. I'm a positive person, so I believe that it's going to be all right, and things will turn out the way they're supposed to. But I traveled a lot with my job, and so I had to figure that out. And I did figure it out, and we spent a lot of years figuring it out together. We made mistakes, but all in all, we had some really, really good adventures and some really good times. Just the three of us, or just the three of us and other people. But we had a great time, and I think my kids turned out great. Those are all stories for another time. This video would be way too long if I included all those stories, and that'll give me something to talk to you about later. So as I said, I live in Tennessee. I've been here about 20 years, and my kids live close to me, and we are all very close. They're really good friends. I was their mom growing up, but they're adults now, and one has a child of her own. And we're all really good friends. So I appreciate my kids. I think they're great people, and that's one of my biggest prides and joys. My son lives with his wonderful partner slash fiance They have plans to get married soon, and that will happen soon. But they have been together about 7 years, and I love him. I love them both. I think that my future son-in-law is an exceptional human, and I know he's good for my son, and my son is good for him, and he's a hugely welcome part of our family. They live close by, about 20 minutes away. Both work, and they own their own home. And then my daughter has my grandson. My daughter has a son from a previous relationship. She had him when she was about 23 and lived in Atlanta and came home. He was born here, and she lived with me for a couple of years until she moved out on her own. She recently, not really recently, about 2 years ago, she got married to a great guy. I think he's exceptional. And he is a great dad to my grandson. My grandson adores him, and he adores my grandson. And what else could you want as a grandmother? They have plans to adopt him. So that's coming soon. And they live about 10 minutes away from me. So I see my family pretty frequently. I actually see my daughter and her family a little bit more often, simply because I'm pretty involved in helping with my grandson and doing things with him and as well as them. But we all try to get together pretty regularly, and I feel like we're a pretty close family. And that brings me to my grandson, because my favorite person in the whole wide world. He is wonderful. I think he's an amazing kid. He's a genuinely kind human being. He is smart. He's an exceptional athlete. He's got a lot of natural talent, and it's kind of amazing. And I know it sounds like I'm the grandmother telling you all of this, and I am. I'm really proud of him and the person that he's becoming, and he's my little buddy. But he is all of those things, and even though I am the grandmother, other people see it too. So I'm very, very proud of him. I hope one day soon, I really want to do an interview with him. I want to see, I want you guys to see his personality coming out. He's a fun kid, and he thinks he's a YouTuber. He has made his own YouTube video, and he's like pretty natural at it. He's really good in front of the camera. He's really comfortable, and he does well. One day I might share that with you guys. He is biracial, and he has amazing curly hair, and he is, like I said, he's the light of my life. That's a tiny snippet of my family. It's, as I said, we're an American family, and my husband died. I've been a single mom. I have a gay son. I have a biracial grandson, and I love it all. It's an amazing life, and we are a great family. We are an American family. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I hope you come back soon for another video. Thanks. Have a wonderful day.